What's going on, everybody? We are going to try to tackle this HTTP Basic Auth challenge through Let's Defend. It's going to be under the detected web attacks. I basically started the Nix journey on the track. I think it's a SOC Analyst track, but haven't really did basically this challenge here. That was kind of weird. But basically, I'm moving my camera. I'll just scoot it over here. Um, We're gonna connect the lab environment, get that going. I suppose we gotta verify we're not human, right? So the chairs, one chair, two chair. Guess that's a chair. This is a couch, but is that still considered a chair? Incorrect. Please try again. All right. The beds now. This is a bed. This is a bed. That's a bed, and that's a bed. Seriously, what a way to start out the video, right? Uh, the bags. Bag, 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 and a bag. That is all bags. Okay, there we go. Yes. But anyways, got kind of burnt out on Let's Defend and this blue team training I've been doing through security blue teams. But I just noticed the other day the exam I have till, like 3 months from now to complete this exam through security blue team. What is it, the BTL one? I told myself, like, hey, I better get going back. I better get going at it. I paid for it. I shouldn't let it lapse. So yeah, we're back doing this stuff again. The reason why I'm doing the videos is not only for you guys out there, but for also to better help myself to reinforce the knowledge, right? So, I write notes about it and go over it a little bit, but actually talking about it and doing it and talking through a video, I feel for myself it helps as well. But anyways, we're loading this guy up, 20% in. So the HTTP basic auth that they received a log indicating a possible attack. Can you gather information from the PCAP file? So mostly Wireshark stuff. And really, I mean, it is HTTP stuff, but when you're talking about HTTP, you're talking about like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, your forgery, that's what comes to my mind. But going through a PCAP, I mean, I guess we are going, the first question is to the HTTP GET request, but I don't know. It seems like that's more network related than web related. We'll go through the rest of these questions while it's loading. So first one, like I said, how many HTTP GET requests are in the PCAP? We should just be able to set a filter for that pretty easily. What is the server operating system? Well, I'm guessing it's for the GET, wherever they're trying to get to, hopefully, the destination server, maybe. We'll find out. What is the name and version of the web server software? We should be able to figure that through, is it the follow trace? We'll figure that out here shortly. What version of OpenSSL running on the server? What is a client's user information? This stuff is really interesting, you guys. What is the username used for basic auth? So I mean, you're doing HTTP GET, so there should be a post. I guess we should be able to see that information here as well as the password. So let this load up here. I'm gonna quickly fast forward here, and all right, we're back. Didn't take too much longer, but we're up and going. Uh, we got the file open, the PCAP, which is within the challenges of the machine. God, is there an easy way to see this? How do you downsize that guy? I can downsize up here, but that's just going to take my page. But anyways, on the desktop, there's a challenge folder or whatever. It's right in there. But the first question is asking how many HTTP or HTTP connections we have. Simply just a display filter. Um, and it's not very many. It says there's 65 packets. Out of the 65, 10 is displayed via down the right hand corner. You can see it. That's not my screen. My camera's gonna be in the way, and it is not. So for the HTTP, there is 10 of them displayed. We're gonna hop back into the thing, and we'll see how lucky we are. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. How many HTTP GET requests are in the PCAP? Um, so there's 10 total HTTP requests, but we're looking for GET. So we're just gonna count them. Simply, not gonna put a filter, nothing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll enter 5 and we'll submit it. Hey, cool. We're back to Let's defend one day. Here we go. Um, what is a server operating system? Okay. So we're going to probably look for responses, right? So this is a get. Here's a response back. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow this stream, HTTP. Should be able to go after this and kind of get an idea of what the server operating system is. I'm guessing it's right here, Apache. Or not Apache, but that's going to be the web version, isn't it? So you got the operating system. Can I say Linux or Ubuntu? We'll put Linux. Because usually, we'll try Ubuntu. Okay, it is not. We'll come back to it. Unless they want to refer to this free blue screen. Where were we at? We got to go to top more. So let's get, unless they're referring to this dude right here. I'm not even sure how many characters there is. Oops. Top Cyberdog. Oh, it's a YouTuber. It's like, where's that coming from? Okay, so it was that guy. Okay, I thought it would be Linux, but it's free. Free blue. I can't. I don't even know. You guys know what it is. Free blue screen. I always say it's blue screen, but it's something different. But the web server is Apache. We got that from right here. I got a feeling this lab is gonna be fairly simple. Again, all right. This is starting to make me mad. We got the little pop out here for copying. Let's grab that. Now we'll put it in there. There we go. So what is a version of OpenSSL running on the server? Can we figure that out from the PCAP? So we've got two options here. The mod SSL 2.25 as OpenSSL. I think it's open because it said something about open, correct? OpenSSL. So we're going to use the second one here. We'll put that down here. Actually, we're going to put it in the clipboard. It will not work. Is that the correct answer? It is. We were rolling right with it. What is a client's user agent information? So we'll go back to the PCAP. So if you guys are unaware of this, we'll go back and follow this as well. Follow. Don't want to do TCP. I'm gonna go back to this. HTTP. I want to follow the HTTP stream, not the TCP stream. So the red items in this PCAP after hitting the follow button in there is information from the computer reaching out to the web server. The purple is the web server going back down to it. At least I believe, yeah, because this is all the information coming down. So the information for what was the question again? The client user information should be up here in the red. So we got the host's IP. Is it this guy? So some type of links. We're gonna try this, dude. I believe this is it right here. Ooh, negative. Was it gonna be the long string instead? Okay, I'm guessing it's gonna be this entire string. Just kind of went by the. If you want to say digits or what? Basically, everything that's filled in there kind of gives you a clue of what it is. Actually, we even copy it right. We did. Do this. And then we'll post it in there. Let's see what's up. There we go. So the last two questions is looking for the username and password on this. It's all in unencrypted text via HTTP. However, we're looking for almost like a put, right? So we got a lot of gets there. We're just like getting data right now. Is there a put here? There's not a put. I'm going to follow the stream once more just to verify, but I don't think it's going to be in here. Either you supplied the wrong credentials, bad password, your browser doesn't exist. Okay, so authorization required. It's clearly not there. Can I just hide this guy real quick? Prepare a filter. Get back in. On instead of a get, request method, apply as a filter, select it, and we're going to come back here and we're going to hit put. So getting is retrieving information for the web server. Putting is pushing something to the web server, as in authentication. There is no put. Can't do no wildcard either. So there was a get. What else do we got there? So we're looking for authorization. We're just going to go to the bottom of the PCAP here. This has got to be the entire thing. Everything is displaying 65. Get authorization required. Well, we're still trying to find authentication right here, right? But right here, it's not a put. I'm wondering if it's something down here instead. Normally this would be through kind of like a put statement. Let me sure if this is it. User agent, basic, authorization. Hold on. Check this out, you guys. I think this is a base 64. How is this? What is the user? Check this out. Okay. So it's not a put, it's kind of a get, but a get off of basic auth. Okay. So let's try this. Do we have CyberChef? We do not. CyberChef. Ouch, and kind of threw me through a little wrench there. We want to get the input from this guy. So how long is this? Here's an input from base 64. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So if you guys never use CyberChef, it's an awesome utility. You can convert your hashes over if you know the algorithm. For instance, we just did base 64, kind of recognize what the equal sign and smaller, like, okay, that's not clear text, that's something up there. And it just, there's something I get used to over time, right? And it's like, hey, that's a base 64, kind of a string. So we want to we paste that in as input as a recipe. Actually, the recipe is from base 64, but paste the input in there of what we got via the authorization basic right here. So that is not the answer, but what the answer is the base 64 version of that. So the web admin, I guess it'll be the username. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly. And my dad is calling me right now. I'll call him back. And then the password is, I'm guessing this dude Rot there next to it. See what he wants here in a second. And we'll see if we completed this lab. It looks like we did. Cool. I thought this was going to be a lot longer lab, but it wasn't. But anyways, definitely fun like usual, like they all are. But we'll end the video there.